universities of Europe. First in the procession, we have the Grand Marshal, who carries the university's mace. The mace is used as the symbol of the institution's authority, and it recalls medieval scholars who went from city to city spreading knowledge, but also they had to be armed against danger. And this year's Grand Marshal is Mr. Jarvis Alexis. Jarvis is currently Director of the Learning Resource Center.
I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. When we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on.
Next we have the university's faculty, led by Dr. Sonia Alexander, Dean of Academics at the St. Lucia campus.
And there was me and you, and when we got real blue, stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at us.
The flag parade. Monroe University prides itself on the diversity of its students and faculty. In honor of the many nations from which our students hail, we now present the International
So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can ever find a job that won't interfere with pretend? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go.
My apologies. Our graduates will enter next, and the initial group comprises students who have completed the master's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2023. Leading are the master's degree students who are graduating with a master's in business administration, MBA, master's in public health and healthcare administration, master's in forensic psychology, masters in data science, masters in computer science. Welcome them with a round of applause. They are followed by our bachelor's degree students in the School of Allied Health Professionals, the School of Business and Accounting, the School of Business is a pretty large group, and they are still coming into the hall. And they are followed by the School of Criminal and Social Justice.
Turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound.
Our next group is the School of Hospitality Management and the Culinary Arts.
This is how it feels. As we go
entering the hall now is the School of Information Technology.
And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Following them is the School of Allied Health Professions.
We get the big jobs and we make the big money. When we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with pretend? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever,
We now have the university faculty.
still be friends forever.
And they will form part of the platform party along with members of the campus advisory board.
Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we
And
think
now
about
our
now? Can we
university
survive it? Can we
administrators
make it
and
somehow?
advisory board.
I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not
We are
goodbye.
pleased
Keep on thinking
to
it's
welcome a
time to
contingent from our campuses in New York. Dr. Alex Ephraim, Senior Vice President, King Graduate School and St. Lucia Campus. Dr. Jacinth Coltman, Vice President, Academic Technology and General Education. Dr. Roberta Harris, Associate Vice President, Academic Affairs. William Bernard, Chief Financial Officer. Jacqueline Ruger, Vice President, Public Affairs. Let us welcome them as they arrive on stage. A warm welcome to our New York visitors.
And as our lives change.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the International Flag Parade. Monroe University prides itself on the diversity of its students and faculty. In honor of the many nations from which our students hail, we now present the International Flag Parade with the flags of the nations most widely represented at the university. The custom is for students from each of the countries to carry their nation's flag. In the event this is not possible, a volunteer flag bearer has been selected to do us the honors. From Antigua and Barbuda, Alicia Jeanot-Jules. From Dominica, Makian Loda. Student representing St. Kitts and Nevis, Naomi Donat.
And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had
From
to
Grenada, Erica Pascal Williams.
lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
From St. Vincent and Grenadines, Reynold Baptiste. And from St. Lucia, Warral Victor.
Well, little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man. Can ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan. I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as
Our Grand Marshal.
from whatever
Thank you so much, Mr. DJ. Our Grand Marshal, Mr. Jarvis Alexis, will now formally open the ceremonies.
It is my honor to hereby proclaim this ceremony open.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to stand for the singing of the anthems of St. Lucia and the U.S. And this will be led by graduate student Linda Bouthier, master's degree in public health, class of 2025.
Congratulations, students. This is the first group in St. Lucia and in the Caribbean to be graduating from Monroe University. Congratulations. So beam with pride as your family, friends, and loved ones join me as we sing the national anthem. Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. Wheresoever you may roam, love, oh love, our island home. Gone the times when nations battled for this Helen of the West. Gone the days when strife and discord deemed her children's toil and rest. Dawns at last a brighter day, stretches out a glad new way. May the good Lord bless our island, guard her sons from woe and harm. May our people live united, strong in soul and strong in arm. Justice, truth, and charity, our ideal forever be. You sound beautiful. And for those who dare, please join me in singing the anthem of the United States of America. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Please remain standing as Monsignor Michel Francis, Vicar General of the Archdiocese of Castries, delivers the invocation.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to hurt you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Lord, we bring before you these graduates whom you have stood beside, guiding and safeguarding over the past years. May they hold fond memories of Monroe University in their hearts as they continue their life's journey. Bless them as they go through this time of transition. Help them to grow into the persons you desire them to be. Father, may they live lives that reveal your hopes for them and be guided in everything they do by your everlasting truth. Lord, we do not know what the future brings, but we know that the future is in your hands. Grant these graduates the confidence to go after your plans for them. We thank you for giving them the opportunities to fulfill those plans. My dear graduates, may God's blessings follow you as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along the pathways of your dreams. May his hand guide the decisions you will make and the passions that you follow. May your hearts and lives always reflect his love and truth, and may hope be a light within you that you carry into each day. And may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. Amen.
Please be seated. Their Excellencies, Mr. Cyril Errol Charles, Acting Governor General of St. Lucia, and Mrs. Charles, Honorable Sean Edward, Deputy Prime Minister of St. Lucia and Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training. Senators in the Parliament of St. Lucia, Her Excellency Dame Paulette Louisi, Governor General Emerita, Mr. Augustus Degazon, Cabinet Secretary, Monsignor Michel Francis, Vicar General, Archdiocese of Castries, and other members of the clergy, Her Excellency Alma Jean Isaac, Ambassador to CARICOM and the OECS, His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Mr. Peter Chai Yen Chen, and Ms. Selina Chai-Han Chang, Deputy Councillor, and other members of the Diplomatic Corps, Permanent Secretary Mr. Kendall Kodra, Department of Education, and other officials from various departments of the Ministry of Education, Mr. Vergaard, Acting Commissioner of Police, Mr. Cohen Albert, Acting Director of Corrections, Bodley Correctional Facility, Senior Vice President, Monroe University, Dr. Alex Ephraim, visiting staff from our New York campuses, administration of St. Lucia campus, and members of the advisory board and faculty and staff of Monroe University, heads of education institutions, secondary school principals, students of Monroe University and families, very distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is a very good afternoon, and I thank you so much for being here on time. My name is Natalie Jolie Fanis, and I am pleased to welcome you to the 2024 commencement of Monroe University, the 17th for the St. Lucia campus. It is my pleasure at this time to welcome Senior Vice President of the St. Lucia campus, Dr. Alex Ephraim, who will warmly welcome you on behalf of the Monroe University family. Dr. Ephraim.
Protocol has already been established. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monroe University. This is a day like no other. Your graduation is a celebration, yet another milestone in your life. And it is also a milestone for Monroe as an institution of higher learning. We are now Monroe University, a double celebration. Today, I am sure you feel like you are ready to conquer the world. Many of you have traveled from across the region to be here. Let me welcome you and welcome also who live here in St. Lucia. We want today to be a special and memorable time of your life. You did it. Nobody did it for you. Please give yourself a round of applause. Everyone looks extraordinary. Beautiful hairstyles and gowns for the ladies, and for the men, fresh haircuts and well-groomed. I want to say a special welcome to our staff from New York who are here for the first time. Welcome to all family members, friends, relatives, well-wishers to Monroe University. Students, as you have just come to the end of another chapter in your life-changing journey, I want you to always remember all those who have joined you on that journey over the years. Everyone in the room has been part of that journey, and on behalf of all my colleagues seated here on the platform and in this auditorium, we say congratulations. We are proud of your achievement. I want to place on record the Monroe University family's appreciation and gratitude to the government and people of St. Lucia for continuing to have the confidence to use the expertise and resources at Monroe University to build the manpower capacity that is needed in St. Lucia and the region. Let me acknowledge the presence of all officials present and recognize those we work closely with them. So to our graduates, Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is power. Through that power, you can change the world." You have that power with the education you received from Monroe University. The faculty and staff were there with you every step of the way to help you, to guide you, to assist you to achieve this marvelous goal. Now you are ready for the world. Good luck in all your undertakings. There is a world waiting for you and for you to make a positive contribution, whether it be in your neighborhood, in your respective countries, or worldwide. And you have it in you. Go for it. Congratulations. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. E. And I think you've been part of our St. Lucia family for a very long time, and we're happy to have you back. And somebody who's usually here with us is not here today, but our next speaker needs no introduction. He's not here in person, but is fully with us in spirit and in voice. University President, Mr. Mark Jerome. We're happy you can join us virtually. Let me direct your attention to the screen. Over to you, President Jerome.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. With protocol being established, good morning, family and friends, faculty and staff, special guests, dignitaries, and most importantly, our graduates of 2024. After 17 years of attending St. Lucia graduations, nothing was going to stop me from being here with you today, even though I am more than 2,000 miles away in New York. Can you see me well and hear me well? Just put your hand up. Okay, great. You did start your journey as students of Monroe College, and now you are ending your journey graduating from Monroe University. But some of you may not know that Monroe was founded more than 91 years ago in 1933 by my grandfather and great aunt. I am so proud to be the third generation of my family to lead the university. And some of you may know that in addition to being president of Monroe, I am also a loving husband and a father of 3 daughters. In fact, my wife is one of the reasons I knew St. Lucia was the right place for us to open a campus 17 years ago. St. Lucia is known as the blank of the West. My wife's name is Helen, and so I always knew we should be in St. Lucia. I am also the father of 3 beautiful daughters, and one of my daughters is the reason I'm not here with you in person today. She was honored last night by her secondary school as the Athletic Hall of Fame for being the best runner in her high school's history. So, it is 17 years later. We arrived in St. Lucia with 3 major goals. The first, we wanted to help residents of St. Lucia, you, to have upward mobility and improve your life. Number 2, we wanted to make sure our graduates would fulfill the needs of a growing workforce, new hotels, government jobs, whatever industry was growing. And number 3, we wanted to be a great employer who pays good wages and is a really terrific member of our community. Over the last 17 years, I really believe we have fulfilled that mission. 2024 has been an absolute milestone. This fall, for the first time, we welcomed more than 1,000 students to be enrolled at and supported by our St. Lucia campus. Please give that a round of applause. We also attract very large numbers of students, many of whom are here today, from our sister islands of Antigua, St. Vincent, Dominica, and now Grenada, and we thank those countries and those governments for supporting our students. I also want to acknowledge our just incredible faculty and staff. The students, our graduates, I know you might not have been here without the caring and the professional experience of our faculty. Please give them a giant round of applause. Thank you. Now, sometimes institutions, higher ed institutions, like to be judged by their faculty. Some can be judged by their staff. Others can be judged by the size and beauty of their campus or how much money is in their endowment. But I actually think the best way to judge Monroe University is by our graduates. And I want to tell you that from the moment I arrive in St. Lucia, everywhere I go, I find graduates of Monroe University in great jobs, succeeding and moving forward. It could be in immigration and customs, at the airport, at hospitals, on the cruise lines, in the government, in law enforcement, in IT. Our university graduates can be found succeeding all over the island. In fact, I have been greeted by Monroe University graduates with the following titles: Police Commissioner, 2 of them, Senator, Permanent Secretary, Manager. They are doing just terrific. Now, graduates, I want you to think back to what it was like when you arrived at Monroe with a dream, some nervousness, and a determination to do well. I am absolutely sure of one thing. You probably would not be here today without the support, love, and backing of your families. Graduates, could I ask you to stand? Stand up, please. Turn, face your family, and give them a giant round of applause, and thank them. Thank you so much for doing that. You can sit now. To end my remarks, I want to thank all of you, the government, our graduates, your families, for having the St. Lucia community and country welcome Monroe University and me and my family to St. Lucia so warmly. To all of you, I hope Monroe University always feels like your home, and I want you to know, no matter where you are part of our family, and we will always support you and have your back. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Monroe University class of 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President Jerome. And we ask you to just stay with us a while for a very special presentation. I call on Mr. Gus Small, and I also invite Mr. William Bernard to accept a token to the Jerome family on the achievement of the milestone of university status.
Thank you, President Mac Jerome. As I stand on this historical educational occasion, I am reminded of a very meaningful and inspirational song entitled "That There is a Place for People Like Your Great-Grand-Aunt Mildred King, your grandfather, Harry Jerome, your father, Stephen Jerome, and yourself. And in the words of the Nobel laureate Sir Arthur Lewis, and I quote, "The fundamental cure for poverty is not money, but knowledge." But more substantial, it is a quote by that great, outstanding individual of our time, Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And that after 91 years, your family has understood this above all else. The legacy continues with you, sir, that in 1933 to present, as we move from Monroe School of Business with only 7 students to Monroe University, knocking on the doors of 10,000 students. I present today, and I represent also, the St. Lucia campus of Monroe University, the brainchild of your father, Stephen Jerome, which started in 2007 with just 35 students or thereabout, and we are fastly approaching 1,000, we'll get to 10,000 soon, 1,000 degree-seeking students, helping students and their families achieve their educational goals to begin their journey of success. I'm indeed honored on behalf of a grateful nation, St. Lucia, by the way of a very proud nation. And as you mentioned, your daughter and her achievement, please remember that we have the fastest woman in the world.
That is true.
And all of us assembled here, the viewing public internationally and online, I am pleased to present this token of gratitude and appreciation to you as the 3rd generation of Jerome. And it simply reads, "The students, alumni, faculty, and staff of the St. Lucia campus warmly congratulate the Jerome family on this historic evolution of Monroe University. Thank you for your dedication to excellence in education and to making Monroe a place we are all proud to call home." President Jerome, please accept this from a grateful nation, St. Lucia, and the graduating class of 2024 of Monroe University.
Thank you so much, Mr. Small. I really appreciate it. And please let everyone know, I actually was not there yet in 1933.
Mr. Small, I ask you to remain at the podium as it is now time for the Dean of Administration and Operations, who leads the team here at the St. Lucia campus, to present his special brand of positive and uplifting words. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again, Mr. Gus Small.
Thank you. I stand on protocol which has been established. Except to welcome His Excellency, Mr. Charles and his wife, the Honorable Sean Edward, other dignitaries, ministers of government present here with us, students of 2024, parents, guardians, our distinguished party at the head table led by my good friend, Dr. Alex Ephraim, and of course, I must mention Governor General Emerita, who has never ever missed a Monroe College, now Monroe University graduation, Her Excellency Dame Paulette Parisi. Blessings, lessons, and failures are usually behind every adversity in our lives, or we have faced in our life, or is waiting for us to face in our life. But to me, the first lesson is to take control of your mind. If you are to work on yourself, simply put, focus on yourself. Self-knowledge to me is an important part of your relationship with your life. Knowing yourself will determine how you choose your relationships through life and your success in life. I want you to always remember that even your own shadow will abandon you at some point during the day or the night. I'm not trying to impress you, but I'm trying to impress upon you that oftentimes to predict your future, you may have to create it yourself. When I get up each morning, I give thanks to God for His goodness and mercy for life. I go out and I try to find the best in each one that I meet, even though sometimes I suspect that some are trying to find the worst in me. I know that I can never be a perfect 10, but I believe that people are basically good and cannot be judged by their worst moments or their weakest moments. I have learned that a lot of life is just showing up and hanging in there. Please remember that each one of us have a story, that we cannot directly choose our circumstances, but we can choose our thoughts, and so indirectly change our circumstances. So please infuse your life with action. Do not wait for it to happen. Make your own future. Make your own hope. Make your own love. And whatever your belief, honor your Creator. Not by passively waiting for grace to come upon you from up high, but doing what you can do to make grace happen to you. I read somewhere that if your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. So dream big, but also set goals in achieving those dreams. There's a period of uncertainty, self-denial, impatience, doubt, even despair between your dreams and reality. That also will scare you. But if you have listened to me over the years, my mantra has always been, you fall 7 times, get up 8. Let others see in you the power of your example, and never the example of your power. You have the inherent power to do whatever you choose to be. Just keep telling yourself you can. Let me end by what I think is a powerful quote I read from William Shakespeare. I like it because it's meaningful to me. It said, I cried when I had no shoes, but I stopped crying when I saw people with no legs. Life is full of blessings. Sometimes we just don't value it. Remember always that people change, love hurts, friends leave, things go wrong, but life goes on. I want to thank you for this moment. I congratulate all of you. May God bless all of you. And let me implore you to only speak when your words are more meaningful than your actions. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gus Small, for those powerful words of advice to our graduates and to all of us present here today. The government of St. Lucia collaborates with Monroe University in delivering several programs that benefit and improve the lives of many St. Lucians. We are therefore happy to have with us Honorable Sean Edward, Minister of Education, the government of St. Lucia, to bring special greetings from the Prime Minister, government, and the people of St. Lucia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honorable Sean Edward.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Permit me to adopt a truncated version of the protocol that has already been established. Governor General, His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles and Mrs. Charles, Governor General Emeritus Dame Paulette Louisy, President of Monroe College, who has joined us virtually, Mr. Mark Jerome, Secretary to the Cabinet of Ministers in the Government of St. Lucia, Mr. Augusto Di Gazzo, Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Kendall Kudra, Senior Vice President of Monroe University, Dr. Alex Ephraim, and the Monroe University team, Excellencies and Ambassadors of the diplomatic community, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the most important people in our midst today, the graduating class of 2024. Good afternoon, all. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre earlier today instructed, not requested, but instructed, that I conveyed his best regards and wishes to the management team of Monroe University and the graduating class of 2024. And in that group of graduates today is an individual who's very, very special to the Prime Minister, somebody who works very closely with him on a daily basis, Mr. Worrell Victor. PM did ask me to convey his best wishes to you. No matter the frequency with which I may address a graduating class of Monroe students, be it from TVET programs, undergraduate or graduate programs, the feeling of pride that wells up within me never wanes. But today is extraordinarily special. While I may have stood at this lectern on many occasions before, this is the first time I am addressing a cohort of undergraduate and graduate students from Monroe University. You are the first group of students graduating with degrees from Monroe University, not Monroe College. When you started this journey, you registered at an institute named Monroe College, but today you are graduating from Monroe University. I must, on behalf of Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and the government and people of St. Lucia, extend congratulations to President Jerome and his team on this accomplishment. This milestone is testament to the resilience and adaptability of the Monroe institution, as well as the emphasis that has been placed on excellence in their service delivery to the students whom they serve. The second high point is the fact that today, within the graduating class, are students from our very first cohort of first-generation scholars and our associate degree sports management scholarship holders. The first generation scholarship program is an initiative that was agreed upon by Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre himself and President Mark Jerome. And let me profit the opportunity to explain what I mean by the first generation scholars. There are families in St. Lucia today where 5, 6, and 7 members of those families would have had the opportunity to attend university and graduate with degrees.
And sometimes not too far down the road, you have families and households where talent abounds. Children demonstrate that they have the aptitude and the ability, but because of their socio-economic circumstances, they never get to enroll at university. And very early after becoming Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip JPS sat with President Mark Jerome, and they devised a program that would target individuals who would become the first in their families to attend university. And today I am exceedingly proud as the Minister for Education and a member of the government to witness some of the students who enrolled in the first cohort or as part of the first cohort graduating today. I'm exceedingly delighted to witness our policies as a government coming to fruition. You students are fulfilling the promise of the Philip JPA-led administration, which envisage a university graduate in every household. For some time now, as an administration, we've been pushing this mantra and this program of having one university graduate per household. It will not be attained overnight or in 2 weeks' time. But if we continue to push and we continue to find the scholarships, and if we continue to make monies available for higher education, I believe that in the not too distant future, St. Lucia can have a university graduate in every household. For a country that lacks mineral resources, it is paramount and inescapable that we continue to spend on human resource development. There was a time in our country when it was okay and acceptable for people to be in the public service and the private sector only with a secondary school education. In 2024 and moving forward, it is not enough to function effectively only with a secondary education. And that is why we are pushing to expose as many citizens as possible to a university education. In 2022, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the first 50 scholarships under our first generation scholarship program and the first 20 under the Sports Management Associate's degree program. Today, I am extremely delighted and thrilled to witness the graduation of some of you students in both programs. To you, our first generation scholars, I say, you will be the shoulders that others in your family will stand on for a generation to come. You have opened the floodgates. You have shown the nation that economic circumstances do not place limitations on what can be attained. I am indeed proud to be part of a government that places a premium on education and views education as a vehicle for economic development. There is something to be learned from the evolution of Monroe University. This transition from college to university almost mirrors the changes in your lives as well, graduates. You being here today speaks to your resilience and your adaptability. It also reflects your strength, your growth and mindset, and it also demonstrates that you can achieve almost anything you want to achieve. You graduates are at a phase in your life where you are contemplating the promises of the future. You are on the cusp of making decisions that will impact all facets of your life and society. And why is that possible? It is possible because you are now armed with a qualification that will open doors for you. Your certificates, the attainment of a university education, yes, gives you bragging rights, but it's more than that. You are now armed with qualifications and an education that can cause you to transform your family, your workplace, and by extension, our country. However, it is not only the qualification. The time spent at Monroe University would have taught you much more than just academics. You have honed skills you already had. You have developed new competencies, and you have grown mentally and emotionally. It is this combination of factors that equip you to be resilient, adaptable, and prepare you to take on challenges irrespective of where they exist. Today, on behalf of Prime Minister Philip JPA, the Cabinet of Ministers, and on my own personal behalf, I want to congratulate you on this achievement. But I must caution you that your degree certificate is not all that you need to do well and to transform the world of which you are a part. At every opportunity, you must exude confidence, but it must be a confidence that is accompanied by humility. Too often, we see individuals graduating from high school and university, and just by attending the graduation ceremony, they believe that they are more human than persons who did not attain the same level of education. I want to caution you against that pitfall. Be humble. Embrace humility at every opportunity. Do not look down or belittle your co-worker who shares the same space with you because today you have a degree and they do not have one. You should have grown during your tenure at Monroe College. And as Mr. Small said earlier, you speak only when your actions are not adequate to convey what you want to convey. And once again, on behalf of the Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, the Cabinet of Ministers and the Government of People of St. Lucia, I congratulate the graduating class of 2024, and I wish you the very best in your future professional and personal endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Sean Edward, for your messages of congratulations to both our graduates and Monroe University. It is now time to present our distinguished commencement speaker, and to do that, I invite Senior Vice President, Dr. Alex Ephraim.
The task of introducing our commencement speaker is always that of our President Mark Jerome. He would have enjoyed doing the introduction of someone we consider a family member and a friend. I can say a friend because few years ago, I cannot even shake her hand. The bodyguard will cut my hand off. And today, I can give her a hug. So she has become a family member of Monroe College. And so today I have the privilege of filling in for President Jerome. I feel flattered being in the presence of a true daughter of St. Lucia. She is respected in academia as class teacher at St. Joseph's Convent and to the head of St. Arthur Louis Community College, receiving countless accolades on her journey. But that respect also extends beyond academics. All St. Lucians are proud of her dedication to St. Lucia, and more particularly people of St. Lucia, their culture and heritage. Dame Paulette Louisi, we are excited to have you as our commencement speaker, not only because of your impressive and expansive CV, but because of who you are. I was moved recently when I read one of your speeches in which you noted that, in summary, quote, "My qualifications do not define me," end quote. In these few words, you have powerfully captured what we at Monroe University imparts to its students to know they have within them what it takes to make a difference. That character makes a big difference. To students and guests, you can read of her many successes in your booklets and the profound impact that her leadership and presence has, an impact through others, helping them to face challenges and push boundaries. You have graced us with your presence as Governor General every year that Monroe has had a graduation ceremony here in St. Lucia campus for past 17 years. This speaks volumes and means a lot of us, especially through our transition from college to university. I know that I have enjoyed our exchanges, especially your concerns for the educational opportunities for the youth of St. Lucia. So I know all who hear you will be moved by the message you bring. Today, I have the incredible honor of welcoming her to this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the extraordinary Dame Paulette Louise.
Thank you, Dr. Ephraim. And ladies and gentlemen, it is always a very difficult task to be the last speaker. Everybody, in one way or the other, seems to have spoken in different ways, surely, but what I thought I would have said. But, I'll press on. So, all protocols observed, but let me take this opportunity to specifically address the Excellencies, Sir Errol Charles and Mrs. Charles, members of Parliament, Member of Parliament, other distinguished guests, are the members of the Monroe family, both in the US and in St. Lucia. I wish the gathering here a very pleasant afternoon. Today we are all in celebratory mode, and deservedly so. Let me therefore begin by offering congratulations to our newly minted Monroe University. You won't be tired of hearing that today. For its recent elevation in the hierarchy of higher education institutions. 91 years ago, the Jerome family took the bold step of establishing an institution of higher learning, the Monroe Secretarial School. Over the years, this fledgling institution morphed into first a business institute, then a junior college, then a college, and then in August this year, its wings fully expanded. It became Monroe University. In making the announcement, President Mark Jerome confidently assured the Monroe family that the future of Monroe University was bright, and that he looked forward to this next chapter as we, and I say we as part of the Monroe family, as we continue to build on our legacy of academic excellence. That elevation is indeed a well-deserved milestone, with Senior Vice President Dr. Alex Ephraim promising, in his words, incredible things to come, unquote. St. Lucia, as you just heard, joined the Monroe family in 2007, and we are all pleased to hear the good news and to be elated when we see the new signage as we drive along the John Compton Highway. I'm sure, maybe it's because I am driven, I have time to look around, and maybe a lot of you have been going up and down by Reno and not seeing anything, but if you look carefully, you will see Monroe University and not just Monroe College. So, congratulations. During these past 17 years, I have had many an occasion to celebrate with Monroe, both here at home and at the New York campuses. In 2018, I was the keynote speaker at the St. Lucia campus graduation exercises. So you can well understand my consternation when I was approached again this year to address you. Mr. Small and his team did not take my initial reluctance for an answer. They asked me to give the request some thought, and if the truth be told, I could not refuse. So here I am again, charged by him with the task of motivating and inspiring this year's cohort of graduates. I therefore want to start by inviting all present and the graduating class in particular to fully understand and appreciate the role of the higher education sector and the responsibility that the graduates must shoulder, because it is well known that education is the principal instrument which can assist both individuals and nations to shape their destinies. But the higher education sector, the university sector, is considered to have the potential to substantially enhance the quality of a country's human resource, raising it to a point where it can initiate and sustain essential economic and social development. Higher education is also perceived as playing a major role in enhancing individual creativity and in improving each graduate's level of participation in the social and cultural development of his or her country. It is therefore reasonable to expect that higher education graduates, which you have now become, would accept that they have a social responsibility to improve conditions around them, to take the leadership role in the development of their communities. But there are rumblings from the general populace questioning the commitment of graduates to service, to effecting social change, or even their readiness to take on the challenges of leadership. They are accused, that is graduates, university graduates in particular, are accused of lacking what Sir Arthur Lewis called a social conscience. They are seen as being preoccupied with status, more focused on getting ahead than on changing conditions around them. So graduates and faculty, we need to prove these critics wrong. The task before you then is that of changing our society for the better, of changing the way we do things among ourselves and in our relations with each other. But an essential ingredient of positive social change is effective leadership. Today's graduates are tomorrow's leaders, and we need to have you prepared for your private, public, and professional responsibilities. We need you to appreciate that leadership is no longer the province of the few, the privileged, or even the merely ambitious. Each one of you will be called upon to address the complex issues of our times, to give direction and advice, to be creative and innovative in your solutions to problems, great or small. And that is what makes you a leader. I am assured that your experience and formation here at Monroe have laid the foundation for the leadership role that society expects you to play, because Monroe College, Monroe University now has promised all its students that, and I quote, "It will take you where you need to go by educating you for a successful future." The road will be undoubtedly rocky and challenging at times, but I would like to recommend each one of you to embrace the motivating words of the young American Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman, who assures us that, and I quote, "There is always light, if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it." And so, graduates, make a commitment to be the light. And there I'm speaking maybe particularly to St. Lucians. After all, the light is enshrined in our coat of arms and in our motto, the land, the people, the light. So we are expecting all of you to be the light, or to be light. Congratulations on your success. Now wear it as a badge of honor. Let everyone hear and know about it. Bask in its glory, because it is indeed an achievement deserving of congratulations and commendation. But I enjoin you not to let that badge of honor lose its luster, its shine, by giving it what I have called the temptations of success, namely the arrogance of success, the ingratitude of success, and the selfishness of success. I will elaborate on each of these three. The arrogance of success. It has been described as the tendency to believe that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. In other words, for you graduates, what you studied just a few months ago, that's it, it's enough, books closed, let's live my life. You have done well. You have given, so you think you could give yourself a good pat on the back. You rest on your laurels and expect that you will remain relevant for the rest of your professional life. But the great challenge that faces the workplace of tomorrow is that the skills we learn today and the knowledge we acquire now may soon become obsolete. The jobs we may be required to perform in the future may not even have been thought of yet. This is what the British educator Edmund King meant when he spoke of the role of educational institutions today as that of providing education for uncertainty, which is why lifelong learning is no longer an option but an imperative. So notwithstanding your success today, graduates, however outstanding it may be, and for some of you I know it is top-notch, you must continue to press on. The second is the ingratitude of success. You know, so many of us tend to think that our successes are solely our own efforts of our own making. Not so. Many people contributed to your success, whether or not you were aware of it while you were on the journey. They lightened the otherwise heavy load that you would have had to carry if you had to go it alone. The community, the organization or institution, the government, perhaps that underwrote the cost of your education, the course material, the research papers, the case studies, the online support that you accessed, the conducive learning environment that you enjoyed, all this contributed to the success that you now celebrate. Speaking of President Obama's success on her own, Michelle Obama once put it that way, and I quote, "We learned about gratitude and humility. That so many people had a hand in our success, from the teachers who taught us to the janitor who kept our school clean. And we were taught to value everyone's contribution and treat everyone with respect. I join Michelle Obama in commending to you, graduates, this attitude of gratitude. The third temptation is the selfishness of success. You have worked hard, yes, you have sacrificed a lot, and for some of you, much more so than others. Your success is well deserved. But the knowledge you have gained, the skills you have acquired, is not yours to keep. It needs to be shared. Because what is the point of putting a light under a barrel? It will most certainly be snuffed out. In the same way, your efforts will have been all for nothing if you hoard them for yourself. They will remain unrecognized, uncelebrated, lost to the world. And who knows, the world could have been in a better place had you gifted it unreservedly. Your success, your efforts should be put out there to illuminate the life, the efforts of others around you, of those even further afield, of those to follow you, and perhaps more importantly, to illuminate your own life. So let's not be too miserly with our success, our knowledge, our skills. As the hymn goes, freely, freely you have received, freely, freely give. So graduates and all those who have some influence over your lives, do not allow yourselves to be seduced by the arrogance, the ingratitude, and the selfishness that sometimes come with success. Let your success be used in service to others, not at their expense. I want to end by offering, I was given 20 minutes. I want to end by offering my sincerest congratulations once again to the class of 2024 and to all those who enabled you, supported you, and encouraged you during this journey. 21 years ago, I addressed another graduating class, not so different from yours. I want to share with you the same parting words that I shared with them. Now, I'm making this full disclosure now before ChatGPT draws it to your attention. And you say, hey, but you said that already. So I'm saying that I said it 21 years ago, but I'm repeating it because it is as relevant now as it was then, because to my mind, not much seems to have changed. So therefore, I'm quoting myself now. We are living in challenging times. Turbulence, conflict, change, surprise, challenge, and possibility characterize today's world and invoke a whole gamut of emotions ranging from excitement, enthusiasm, and hope to fear and anxiety. I am aware that you are at the epicenter of this turmoil, that you expect your university studies to develop your qualities as citizens of a changing world. I know of your need to equip yourselves with the professional skills for a complex labor market where employment can be all too elusive. I know of your professional concerns and can empathize with your occasional disillusionment. I myself have no illusions about the enormity of the task and the onerous nature of the responsibility that you are expected to carry. But it's to you that we must look for leadership to chart our course. I hope, like Derek Walcott, that a morning never comes when we have any reason, any occasion to wonder what became of our world and our people. Unquote, Dame Paulette Lucy. So, graduates, I will end with this Irish blessing, and there again, as I did, you see I'm getting there, as I did at my address to the graduating class in 2018. I said it to them then, and I'm saying it to you now, an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain fall soft upon your fields, in this case, your fields of endeavor. And may God hold you in the palm of his hand. And finally, may you find rewarding jobs. May you live fulfilling lives. Go forth and lead. And remember, there is always light. If only you are brave enough to see it, if only you are brave enough to be it. So be the light. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Dame Paulette. And I ask that you just remain. You are indeed part of the Monroe University family. You show up every time you're called upon, and we make this special presentation to you.
Presented to our esteemed commencement speaker, Dame Paulette Lucy, class of 2024, Monroe University, St. Lucia campus, Sunday, October 20th, 2024.
I'm going to put it next to the one that says class of 2018.
Thanks again, and Dr. E, we ask you to stay on to present to our Grand Marshal, Mr. Jarvis Alexis, our thanks for representing today. Ladies and gentlemen, our Grand Marshal for today, show him some love.
Presented to Jarvis Alexis, Grand Marshal, Monroe University, graduation class of 2024, October 20th, 2024.
And we're always happy to have the presence of their excellencies with us. We want to thank you for honoring us with your presence at this special time. And we also wish to make a presentation to their excellencies. And we call on Mr. Chad Polius, student in the Business Management Program, to make a special presentation to Mrs. Charles. And Aisha Trim from the Associates Program in Sports Management to present His Excellency Mr. Errol Charles. Thank you so much for your presence here today. Students, a round of applause for their excellencies for taking time to be here to celebrate with you. Thank you so much, Aisha and Chad. Graduates, this is your moment, most anticipated after your years of work. We begin our distribution of prizes. We recognize our students and those who have earned awards for outstanding academic achievement. And to do this, we invite Dean of Academics at the St. Lucia campus, Dr. Sonia Alexander. Please welcome her.
Good evening, everyone. I'm adopting the protocols already established, and I will go straight into the academic honors. I know the students, well, the alumni, they have been waiting patiently. This is the most anticipated moment of our commencement ceremony, where we recognize all our students, but especially students who have earned awards for outstanding academic achievements. I will now, first, the Dean's Award, and this is the School Dean's Awards, okay? Not just a program award. The school deans thought that you should present it and were selected by the school deans who embody the value of the university and represent the highest ideals for their schools. Please stand when your name is called. You have received your nice golden medals already, so I'm sure I can see some smiles in front of me, yes. School of Allied Health Profession, Jashri Nataraj. Okay. School of Business and Accounting, Julia Bacchus. School of Criminal and Social Justice, Anthea Lewis. School of Hospitality Management and the Culinary Institute of New York, we have Ayara Belize. And School of Information Technology, Renick Hathaway. It is an absolute honor to present to you the students graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. These students received medals of academic excellence. For the perfect 4.0 GPA in the master's degree program, we have Alina Ogis. Please remain standing as I call everyone. Charmaine Francois Tench. Vanessa Isidore. Tamika Johnson. Esley Marie. Venicia Valentine Ferris. Nelika Victrin. Those were 4.0 for the master's degree. Please sit. And for the bachelor's degree, perfect 4.0, Ayara Belize. Lucien Donatien. Makion Lodat. Anthea Lewis. Amani McCoy. Warrell Victor. Brittany Vital. 4.2 bachelor's degree students. We offer our congratulations and best wishes to you all. Remember, there is a master's degree after that. At this time, we will recognize students who have earned academic honors. Summa cum laude honors, they got at least a 3.80 cumulative GPA. I ask the students who have achieved this honor, you know yourselves already, to rise and be recognized for your impressive accomplishment. Please be seated. This, ladies and gentlemen, parents, and well-wishers, how hard our students at Monroe University work. They all want to get honors, and they work very hard for it. And that was a testament to that. Magna cum laude, these are students who have achieved at least a 3.60 to a 3.70 GPA. I ask the students who have received this honor to rise and be recognized. See how proud your parents are? Please be seated. Congratulations, thank you. I'm pleased to now recognize the students who earned cum laude honors, graduates with a grade point average of 3.40 and 3.5. I ask the students who have received this honor to stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Please give all the graduates a round of applause. I am now calling to the podium Dr. Jacinth M. Coltman. She's the Vice President of Academic Technology and General Education, and she will now come forward to present to you the class of 2024. Dr. Coltman.
Good afternoon. As the moment for which we have been waiting approaches to the graduates, let me first add my congratulations to all of the graduates, to your families, and to your friends. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the class of 2024. The master's degree, bachelor's degree, and associate degree graduates will proceed as directed to the platform where their names will be called by our MC, Professor Natalie Jolie Fannis. Now I ask only the graduates in the first row to please rise and be directed to the stage.
Master's degree candidates. Tawani Chuse Dominica. Danelle Joseph, St. Lucia. Devon. Devon Power, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tamika Johnson, Jamaica and St. Lucia. Desmond P. Walcott Jr. Jolakai, St. Lucia. Janelle Norman, USA. Alina Auguste, St. Lucia. Vern Hilaire Carrette, Dominica. Peter Gasper, St. Lucia. Worrell Victor, St. Lucia. Reynold Baptist, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Erica Pascal William, Grenada. McKeon Lauder, Dominica. Alicia John Jules, Antigua. Serlene Walters, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Kenisha James, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Renique Hadaway, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Keon James, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Clarissa McDonald, St. Lucia. Anisha Stanley, St. Lucia. Melanie Laura, St. Lucia. Navo Mason, Antigua. Olivia Prescott, St. Lucia. Chad Polius, St. Lucia. Sasha Etienne, St. Lucia. Brittany Vital, Dominica. Akiba Baptiste, Dominica. Sherlyn Dennis, St. Lucia. Journey Roberts, Antigua. Ashley Leon, St. Lucia. Chanel Natram, St. Lucia. Zacchaeus Edgar, St. Lucia. Natasha Martin, Antigua and Barbuda. Chelsea Frederick, St. Lucia. Sherelle Klein, St. Lucia. Judith Justin, St. Lucia. Chanel Dumas, St. Lucia. Duri Poptani, St. Lucia and India. Renata St. Remy, St. Lucia. Michelle Murray, St. Lucia. Era Harris Frederick, St. Lucia. Carrie Brady Prince, Dominica. Zakia Leo, St. Lucia. Campbell Promise, St. Lucia. Joycia Thomas, St. Lucia. Melanie Fade, St. Lucia. Our associate degree students from the sports management, Garrick George, St. Lucia. Zania Sandy, St. Lucia. Well, they're all from St. Lucia, right? Keanu Felicien. Tijani Raymond. Devon Alexander. George Louis. Aisha Trim. Chantal Glasgow. Shewam Emmanuel Vernay. Sumari Lee John. Justin Leons. Marwan Edward. Deshaun Fade. Anthea Lewis, St. Lucia. Kaiser John. Chantel Jack, Antigua. Minerva Simeon from St. Lucia. Lucien Donatin, St. Lucia. Sabrina Mangal, St. Lucia. Donna Descott, St. Lucia. Ron Fernello, St. Lucia. Khalil Alphonse, St. Lucia. Zivonne Walter, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Enrico Morris, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tammy Frederick, St. Lucia. Garrick Henry, St. Lucia. Ayara Belizier, Yara Belizier. Janelle Marshall, St. Lucia. Cherise John, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Samelia Lucas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Siobhan Leon, St. Lucia. Sanchez Shalry, St. Lucia. Adele Francis Thomas, Dominica. Michelle Gangadine, St. Lucia. Shanir Alfred, St. Lucia. Beulah Sterling, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Liam Mathra, St. Lucia. Elvin Ryan Germain, St. Lucia. Nicole Kamzel, St. Lucia. Kevian Black, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Coltman will return to confer the degrees.
All right, graduates, are we ready? It is now time to confer the degrees on our graduates. Vice President Dr. Alex Ephraim. These candidates have completed all of the requirements necessary for their areas of study. It is my privilege to present to you these master's degree, bachelor's degree, and associate degree graduates of the class of 2024, and I ask that you confer upon them their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of State of New York and the Board of Trustees of Monroe University, and upon the recommendation of the Vice President for Academics, the school deans, and the faculty, I confer upon you the master's, bachelor's degrees, and associate degree appropriate to your program of study with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You are now officially recognized as alumni of Monroe University. Please take your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Don't forget, it's your day. Celebrate, but please don't drink too much.
Please be seated. Congratulations again to the class of 2024. You are now formally alumni of Monroe University, joining the ranks of thousands who have preceded you in the university's 81-year history. We welcome you to this Monroe family and urge you to become active members of the Alumni Association so you can benefit from its many programs, keep involved with the university, and stay in touch with your classmates. And we look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Please visit the university's website and register with the Alumni Association so you can stay informed about job opportunities and, of course, events. Best wishes to all of you. Just before we end, we call this part of the ceremony, it's a family affair. So in the past, we've had mothers and fathers graduating with their children, for example. This year, we congratulate the graduating siblings, Kenisha James and Keon James of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Special round of applause to them. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the ceremony, the formal part of the ceremony. We will see you outside. But as we end, can you please stand for the exit of their excellencies? Thank you so much. The recessional will begin with the exit of the platform party, followed by the students, first the MBA students and then the bachelor degree students. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you allow our graduates to exit first, and then you will meet them outside for photos and refreshments. So please, you can remain seated whilst we have the exit. Very special thank you as we close to the staff of Monroe University who have worked tirelessly over the past few weeks to ensure that you enjoyed the event today. Please give the Monroe staff a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. Be safe getting to your homes. Please ensure that you take all your valuables with you as you leave.